Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today, baby? Well, if your name is the Drake Glazers, I have a special gift for you. You see, last week I did an expose on how Drake's main Glazer account had posted a falsified police document that was falsified sloppily and stupidly, might I add, to justify Drake being a petty queen, right? And basically canceling schoolboy Q's and also sirs. Basically, any TD artist is not welcome in Toronto. To which TDE said, "Boy, we got the whole Bay Area plus Southern California on lock. Better go ahead with that, right?" And all the Drake Glazers literally swarmed me. How dare you? How dare you? You stay in a woman's place. So I said, okay, I will. Because as a woman, there's one thing I know. It's a good weave. It's a good lace front. Baby, it's a good wig. So let's talk about woman things and how once again Drake is in the middle of it. Now listen, at the end of the day, Drake ain't beating these allegations. You got a wig, and yes, I got proof. You've been wearing a wig. You've been buying Birkins. You've been cozied up with little Yachty. Who is it? Odell Beckham Jr. and whoever else. You've been wearing 28 diamond rings, talking about they for your wife, baby. All right, Drake. Let's get into this. Now, let me take you on my magic journey because you have to know what made me start this. Let me cook. It's going to get good, right? Because not only is Drake a cultural not only is he a colonizer, not only does he culture appropriate, not only does he tell him get the where you get your abs from, but he got the whole Insta baddie package. Not only do he be rocking a bad lace front, hand sewn or knitted or whatever they be doing in Southeast Asia, this fool also not only he be rocking a bad lace front, he also got the Insta baddie BBL, and he got a lace front. Drake is a baddie, and you will respect him as such. And I want to say to all the Drake Glazers, I'm sorry. I didn't know that I was like in competition with the baddie. You trying to tell me to bow down, Drake? I bow down to you because your lace front was on point. And you know what the funny thing is? Like everything else, if y'all left me alone, I never would have gotten proof. But now we're going to get into it. So here was the first thing. I made jokes about this, but the women, y'all knew what I was talking about. When you look at this is when Drake was acting like he was Joan Crawford or whoever from the Katharine Hepburn from the Philadelphia Story. Look at him, hand cocked, got the ring sitting there, right? Just looking. I know he was listening to JT on the way to Adonis's soccer match. I'm pretty as a Hosby looking okay. He said literally, I know he was listening to okay like JT doing the I used to be damn bad, but now, bitch, right? Literally, he was doing the okay dance, right? Anyway, look at it. Got the diamond ring on. I guess he's showing off. He got Tupac's ring. Baby, you got Tupac's ring and Faith Evans' lace front. I don't even know what's going on over there. So he's bragging. He still got Tupac's lip ring. He wearing wide leg pants that are nipped in at the stomach. I know a feminine fit because I got some pants that fit like that too. Drake's probably mad that I can wear it with a bra top and he got to put it on a t-shirt because he can't come out with his tatas looking like that. I'm just saying. And I saw the parts. And girls, you know what I'm talking about. If you have ever worn a weave, wig, lace front, I have done all three. If y'all see me with neon green hair, just know I didn't dye my own hair, right? I like to look like Aeon Flux sometimes, right? Anyway, I looked at the parts. And for those of you guys that don't know about lace fronts, you have to pluck the part. The problem is sometimes you pluck the part too deep and you get this effect. Or even worse, sometimes the lace front's so old that the tension from the part be doing that, right? And I looked and I'm like, why is Drake's part so deep? He doesn't have, like, it's not like he has thin hair. Why are his parts so deep? And I said, does his braider hate his guts? What is going on here, right? You see Drake earlier, parts aren't that deep. Now, here you can tell he got the Kinkalon hair braiding feeding. Ain't no shame in that, Drake. Woman to woman, I feel you. Here you can tell he has the Kinkalon feeding, but it's still his own hair. You see how deep the parts are. They are nowhere as wide as these rivers running through the Toronto Alps, canyons, or whatever, right? Drake is so corny, by the way. But let's keep going, right? Hold on, we're gonna get to the point. So anyway, I remember Drake posted this from Instagram, and I'm like, okay, right? The amount of, yes, this is petty woman's business. So if you're not a woman, stay out of it unless you want to hear this tea. Then we're gonna talk. And I said, why the amount of hair you got keep changing? And everybody always talks about how tight Drake's braids are. Right here, if you can't tell, you can see his baby hairs being pulled out and the little white roots are sitting there. And I said, yeah, but even with your whole hair braided on the side, you don't got that much hair. Like your hair is not very thick, right? Where are you getting again these double braids? So you see how there's two braids sitting on there? Where's all this hair coming from? And why are the parts so thick? It's just not making sense. Even Drake sometimes will pop out with his wet and wavy. Remember, he had his wet and wavy duck lips and like literally got more gel in his hair than me. And I said, so this is your natural amount of hair. So where's all this coming from? I need more information. So that's when I went back to 2022. This is where Drake started his wig era. He is an insta baddie to his heart. See, a lot of y'all don't remember. Shout out to Zebby Universe. See, Drake had a problem. Okay. Drake needed to somehow pop off and colonize something else because he heard that all the kids in Blackity Black Nation was wearing straight backs, right? So Drake had just launched his certified lover boy era, right? Y'all remember he was wearing the low fade. He had like the heart shape etched into his hair. He had a nice little fade. He was in his certified lover boy era, okay? Now, this is, I think, as recently as, I don't know, sometime in 2023. This is in this whole time of him wearing his hair braided. How much his hair grow out? To which I say, your hair braider hates you. Yeah, ish looks thin. Maybe it was always thin. Drake, let them roots rest. But your mama don't know that because she never got braids growing up. But if you had a black mama, she would have told you, you gotta let your hair rest in between when you get your hair braided, right? Anyway, let's get back to this because he was in his certified lover boy era. Then magically, and when I say magically, I mean overnight, he went down to the Caribbean or wherever he is, St. Lucia, wherever Kendrick say he be doing this stuff. And he came back on Instagram and he had these braids and these plaits and he had it laid. And this is what he looked like literally a day before. I believe this was March 22nd, 2022 or March 12th. Go ahead and Google it because the whole internet, at least the men, because they didn't know, was like, how Drake's hair grow so long so quickly. But hold on, y'all. I have more info. Now, again, this is his hair from, I think, November 2023. This is the way he popped up on Instagram. Literally, he was in a certified lover boy era and he popped up on Instagram. This was, I think, in March March, either the 12th or 22nd of 2022. In 24 hours, he popped up with this bad, like the braids. He got the little thing. And I said, nice try, Drake. I know a lace front more and I see one. Hold on, y'all. There's more because I got receipts. This is, he had his hair cut low. He went down there. He popped up with a do-rag. This is also when he had his Habibi come to Dubai. He had gotten his, Drake got his whole face with implants, right? He gave himself more of a bridge, definitely gave himself a jawline and a twin. This is in his Habibi era. And he popped up with his do-rag on Instagram, okay? Now, a week prior, this was Drake. Now, I want y'all to know, because guys, y'all know how the lineup be, right? Y'all know how the lineup be. How did he get full on braids? Even if you believe and you're dumb enough to believe that his hair grew in a week, what about the etching with his heart? Where'd that go? Because that was it then. How did the hairdresser, the braider, cover that up? But there's more. This is less than 6 days before he debuted it. This is 5 days before he went to that island. Again, certified lover boy area, low face top. This one he was trying to look like Odell Beckham Jr. Had a heart etched in his head. Hold on, we got more, right? Y'all remember this. It's all over the internet. Just Google it if you don't remember it. Less than five, this is him, 4 or 3 business days before he went down to that island. This is 4 business days later. He popped up with these straight backs, right? And he popped up looking like this. Everybody said the same thing. Oh, they must have did a feed and a fake hair. But any woman knows your hair ain't grow that fast. And you had those straight backs working all the way back. There, you can go into the mountains of Kenya. Can't nobody catch hair that easily, right? So there, you guys. I ask of ye, what actually happened? Hold on, let me just do this. I ask you guys, what actually happened with that? Well, your girl got some proof since y'all wanted to get some receipts. And I just thought about having fun because it makes the Drake glazes so very, very, very upset. And that makes me so very, very happy. So we're going to keep deconstructing your king. Kendrick might have him down on some Hannibal Lecter, understand what type of time he's on. But as for me, I'll stick to the beauty shop stuff, right? Again, look at Drake's, okay? This is Drake's braids right here, Drake braids right here, Drake braids right here. All different amounts of hair, all different size parts. Again, how does that happen? Well, I'll tell y'all how it happens, okay? This is Adonis wondering, like, oh Lord, why can't he just let me be a little French child in peace? Look at him looking at Adonis, don't got the follicles for that. Again, look at Drake's part. It's not that deep. And he has those same baby hairs, right? But if you guys will notice, and I have to tell you guys, you know, sometimes Drake's head looks normal size, and then sometimes it looks like not lumpy, but it just looks bigger. That's because his own hair is gelled down under this. Poor Adonis. Look at that little boy's face. Like, oh Lord, please stop trying to make me into the toughest, ruggedest thing. This is what Drake's doing. If you guys don't know, there are wigs for men that are lace fronts. They are units and they are pre-braided. Again, they even come with the amount of baby hair you wanted. This gentleman right here preferred more baby hair. Drake prefers less baby hair, but there's more because I got more evidence just in case y'all didn't know it existed. And it's no shame to wearing a wig. If y'all ever see me with blonde or any other hair behind black, you know it's a weave. And if you ever see me with a 30-inch black bust down, you know that's a weave too. There is something called a man weave. Again, they have it right there, right? They braid it and they put the baby hairs, the same baby hairs Drake loves. But there's more, right? This is a Drake unit, but without the baby hairs. As you can see, he is not American. Drake did pay enough attention to our culture to know that we love a good baby hair. We love a good baby hair. Baby, your hair is not done till you see that swoop. Here we do. I think this is Malibu Doll Face. He actually does lace fronts and installs. He has great tutorials on YouTube. Again, all this is a lace front, even the baby hairs. Again, Drake lines his baby hairs up. Malibu doll face does a little bit more swoop, a little more pizzazz. Need more things? You will see braided hair unit. Google braided hair unit. Do you notice that all these units look like what Drake's doing? They even have the same amount of parts. Have you noticed? Again, the clear giveaway with Drake is the way sometimes his head, his skull, his dome, when he got his straight backs, look regular size. And sometimes it just looks bigger. Little Nas X, look at this one in the right-hand corner. I'm gonna hurt though. Little Nas X famously wears lace fronts, men units, all that stuff. Everything you see on this page is a lace front unit. Look at this gentleman right here, right? He got the bald spot. Even though if I was him, I would just shave my hair bald because he looks nice with a bald head. I'm looking at the guy in the bottom left-hand corner. But you see, when they put that unit on, you got the same straight backs. You have the same braids. You even have the same braid style that Drake goes to. Again, tell me how a man that's been keeping his hair braided up since 2022 only got 3 inches of wet and wavy to show. Tell me how a man was on his certified lover boy era, went down to the Caribbean really quick, and came back with a full head of straight backs. but it was a man unit because he even got the hair. Baby, you can fool those Toronto girls. I know what a weave unit look like. I know what a wig look. Again, right here, this guy. Do you see this guy right here with the straight backs? All of this is a weave unit. That white piece you see right there on the side of the skull, that's a tape they use to hold down the unit. Again, ain't no shame in wearing a wig, but we need to expose Drake. Even though I think this gentleman right here should just shave his hair off. I mean, yeah, I'm sure he looks good. With this is the man weave transformation number 8, cut by Kamaha Studio, right? Again, we see it right there. Y'all see it. This is the before, this is the after. You see the gentleman down there, before and after. Look at this transformation when this guy got a little side Milli Vanilli action going on. I know you like that. Let's keep going, shall we? Let's zoom in. Does this not look like a certain rapper's hair? Does it not look like all the intricate styles? And before y'all say, but he poses with his hairdresser all the time. So do Insta baddies. Insta baddies post with their trainers all the time. And they went to Dr. Miami to get the curls. Insta baddies all the time pose with their hairdressers talking about it's my real hair. And the hairdresser in the back is laying down the 30 inches bust down. Again, you guys, the man unit, but there's more because I'm not the only one that noticed this, right? More man units by Drake. Listen, and the thing is, you buy the man units already braided. They measure your hair, and then when they send it, all you got to do is put the toupee tape down, and you are done. Again, everything you see on this on the screen is a man unit, but y'all, there's more. Hold on. There is more. I know this is going a little bit slow, but hold on. We're going to cook. Again, more braids and man units right here. Do you see these twists? Do they not look like the twist that fed in the braids that Drake had in his thing when he was making duck lips and it looked like the girl was braiding her hair? Boy, she wasn't braiding her hair. She was securing that toupee. Again, toupees have evolved. Again, here go Drake and his number one bad bee. How could it? This picture speaks for itself. And little Yachty don't even like black women, which I realize that guys that don't like black women, if they're black, right? Um, it's a lot of self-hate because how can you hate women that look like you, your sister, your mother, your cousin, your mom? If you look at someone that looks like you and think they're ugly, not just but ugly, what do you think about yourself when you look in the mirror every day? That must be a horrible, horrible life. Anyway, right? I wasn't the only one that noticed this. Double XL posted Drake, they was trying to play him. I had to go into the archive. Drake gets his hair braided and people are confused. This is by C. Vernon Coleman II. And it was published March 12th, 2022. Let me tell you something. C. Vernon did his job on this one. Okay. Now they posted various photos. Well, this is me adding in the photos of Drake, right? But they said late last night on March 11th, the certified lover boy rapper shared photos of his new hairstyle. That's when he had the straight backs. Drake has traded in those curly locks for cornrows. He uploaded 2 selfies on on his Instagram story that show him with 6 braids in his hair. Prior to that, you remember certified lover boy, he had a Caesar and a heart etched into it. We all remember this. He never grew his hair out. And because Drake is such an insta baddie at heart, all he does is post on social media. Okay. They look at him being shady. The new look confused many people who wondered aloud if Drake used weave here in his braids, considering the OVO boss hair was seemingly too short to get braided recently. They said, is that synthetic wig or a human hair that helped to fill in on Drake's hair? Now, again, there ain't unless you literally gelled your hair and then glued it with weave glue down because there wasn't enough hair to even grab. I braid hair. I braided plenty of my family members' hair. I'm telling you, there wasn't much. All right. Let's keep going into what the people got to say. Drake had short hair 2 days ago. Now this ninja got braids. Others assume Drake is in album mode again. Drake is about to release music when he's unlocking a new character or personality. The braids air. Some people was already on Drake. Was that who was it? whatchamacallit, tweeting from his burner account, Kendrick Lamar. They said Drake kept it pretty simple over the years when it comes to hair. The last time Drake's hair made headlines, he got a heart shape cut into his hair in promotion for Certified Lover Boy. Um, the rhymer has been the topic of internet jokes multiple times this year. In January, he was the butt of social media memes after news broke that Rihanna was pregnant with A$AP Rocky's child. A few days later, a photo of Drake staring. Y'all remember that, right? Listen, anyway, that's what it was. Social media comments about Drake's new hairstyle below. They said Drake went to Turks with Drake went to Turks. That's where his little spot is. Drake went to Turks with Jack Harlow and now he has weave braids. Another one said, when did Drake get enough hair for braids? Again, we just saw him a week ago. Somebody said, "Oh, Drake. So is it a lace or nah? How did he manage to get large size braids when he barely had a teeny weeny afro just a few days ago?" Again, he had a flat top Caesar. Somebody said, "I don't hate Drake's braids at all." That was probably Certified Jared on his Twitter account. Drake got them Shamar Moore braids from Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Another person said, "I got to see the back of Drake's braids. If he got hang time, we got to start asking questions." I already asked the questions. It's a wig, baby. It's a wig. They said Drake really got certified lover braids now. Another person said Drake's brain if he ends up sneezing with them Shamar Moore braids on his head. Let's not forget that Shamar Moore braids were, in fact, a wig. They said Rihanna's number is doing a number on Drake. He went and got braids. They said, when the F did Drake grow his hair out? They said Drake having braids now, and I guess they loved it. Y'all, but there's more. They said Barber's got to be relieved now that Drake got braids. They don't have to edge out heart outlines and grown men's hairlines. And then another person said, where the F did Drake get hair for cornrows from? And listen, another person said, Drake is 50 years old with neck braids. I know you lying. Another person said, bro, ain't no way Drake had enough hair for straight backs. Another person said, how Drake go from having short hair in that Jack Harlow video to having braids? That's right. He was also in the video, but we saw him with his Certified Lover Boy 3 days before. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I just wanted to I'll do a video tomorrow about DJ Mustard. DJ Mustard is mad that Drake had, what's his name, Gonzo or Gordo or whatever, drop on the same day as him. He still sold some albums, but Drake is still sneak dissing, and that's why we haven't seen that mofo. Probably because his his wig applier is a Kendrick fan. But you know what? I feel good. And thank you for all the Drake Glazers that told me, thank you for all the great Drake Glazers that told me to stay in my place. And I did. And as a Black woman, as one Black woman to a Canadian Black woman, Drake, all you gotta do is just go to like Sam's Beauty or something and order the wig tape yourself. You don't gotta wait on them. If they Kendrick fans, go take your life into your own hands. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.